Hello guys, welcome back to Mynnnat.com Creativity Through Chess Chapter 5 The Mighty Queen. Denis Khismatullin is the first Grandmaster from Bashkortostan, a federal republic in Russia. In 2015 he played in the European Individual Championship held in Jerusalem, Israel, against Pavel Eljanov from Ukraine. Eljanov, playing in black, was rated higher, however he is going to learn an important lesson about how dangerous a free queen can be. We are 41 moves into the game, and white is in trouble. His isolated pawn on c-file is unguarded, while black already has a dangerous passed pawn in the third rank, safely supported from behind by a rook. What can white do in this position? White analyzed his option and decided to go for an attack rather than trying to maintain his defense. When in trouble, it is often a good idea to try to take the initiative and go on the attack, a move that has a major psychological impact. White is therefore abandoning defense and moving all the way to the 8th rank, queen to h8. Black maintains his attacking momentum, queen to c2, and now white has to decide what to do. King can't support rook as its mate in 1. What would you do as white? First, queen to f8, check. Black king moves to g5. White's next move is really surprising. King to g1. What? He is losing a rook and opens the way for black to promote his pawn. Wow! As expected, black queen takes rook, check. White's king is forced to go to h2, and black rook easily collects the isolated c6 pawn, also avoiding white queen's threat. The next moves will nicely demonstrate an important principle. A free queen at the back of the board, which has a free passage to check the rival king, can be more efficient than a rook and a queen together, when they are far and have no time to develop, and because the black king is positioned right in front of white pawns. Let's start. White queen to e7 check. Black king retreats to h6 to avoid check by white's pawns. Another step in white's dance, queen to f8, check, black king goes back to g5. Since black has no way to develop a threat in a single move, white sees no harm with queen taking f7 pawn to threaten mate in a few moves with pawns at the front and the queen at the back. Black has no other option but to sacrifice his precious rook to f6. As expected, white uses his f-pawn first, f4 check, black king must move to h6 to avoid mate, and white queen now takes black rook on f6. Note how lonely black queen is throughout, stuck behind its own pawn, with no way to impact the inevitable fall. Black queen to e2, trying to prevent white from advancing his g-pawn. White's queen back to its favorite f8 square, check. Black king goes back to h5. White queen moves to g7, a quiet waiting move which forces black to advance his h-pawn. White queen closes mercilessly on its precious prey, queen to e5, check. Black king is forced to move to h4. Can you see the winning sequence already? White queen to f6, check. Black king is forced to h5. White pawn to f5, and black still can't use his queen since mate is imminent unless g-pawn takes f5. White queen takes f5, check. Black should have resigned by now, but king still moves to h4, and white queen to g6. And now black resigns, since the next move is mate, no matter what black does. Isn't this a real work of art? That's all for now. The full game, as always, can be found below the YouTube video. I hope you enjoyed this episode by Mynnnat.com. If you did, please give us a like and go check our Amazon store for our unique chess sets. Discount coupons available on our site. The links are just below the video.